Hi, everybody. Me and Stinkerbell are going to give a little update. Um, First of all, I want to thank everybody so much, truly from the bottom of my heart for your donations. Um, it's not something that I was expecting. Um, Obviously, not anything that we would ever want to have happen, but I was at the bramble colony and standing in the middle of the field surrounded by all of these cats that we needed to help, and I know are going to be expensive. And then I got the call about Pixie, and I was like, it just, anyway, it was tough to hear, and then tough to think about asking you guys for so much money when there were so many cats there who also need help. It's just it was a tough moment, and I'm just really grateful. Oh my goodness, so enthusiastic. Really grateful to you all who have donated so that I didn't have to make a decision that I didn't want to make. So thank you for sparing me that pain and for giving Pixie a chance. Hey, you're supposed to be giving me kitten therapy right now. She seems to be feeling a bit better than she was when she first got back. She may need a sock though. Stinkerbell's doing well. She was a little bit sore earlier, kind of like Nugget was, but seems to be a bit perkier now. Pixie is still fighting. I just got an update. So the issue is that she had some severe swelling in her airway, and so they weren't able to remove the tube, the breathing tube that they used during surgery. And she can't be awake with the tube in. It's just like with people when they're on a ventilator or unconscious and getting air. They you can't have that in and be awake because it's scary and panicky, and it doesn't go well. And so they had to keep her sedated, and but also keep breathing for her through the tube. And they gave some steroids and things to try to reduce the inflammation, but she didn't respond to that, and so they let me know that she needed to go to the specialty critical care clinic, and that they were concerned she may not even make it there because someone has to be breathing for her, and like on 100% oxygen, and they also need to keep her sedated, and usually they have them on a machine that monitors and makes sure that everything is flowing properly, and they don't have a portable anesthesia machine, so they would have to take her off of that and then transport her with someone trying to, with the, anyway, it was very complicated, and so I'm very grateful to the vet team for basically dropping everything and rushing her there, keeping her alive for the transfer, and now to her critical care team, who is they were able to, they didn't know, they were going to consult with the surgeon about placing a tracheotomy tube so that she could breathe through, you know, lower down before the swelling. And but they, because she's so little, they weren't sure they'd be able to do that. And they just called me to say they were able to do it. And so they've been able to extubate her. And now she has the tracheotomy tube in, and she is passing air through that. So that is a big step in the right direction. She's definitely still critical. Her tongue and the back of her mouth and her throat, everything's still too swollen for her to breathe on her own. And she's been given a lot of drugs, so she needs to be monitored extremely closely to make sure that she continues to be able to breathe through the trach, and then that her body is processing all the medications she was given, and so it's still very critical. But the fact that she has been able to be extubated, and they do have her a little bit sedated because she was apparently being a bit feisty, and so they had to, you know, they're trying to keep her quiet while they give her tissues time to improve and all that stuff. So I think that's probably the best news we could hope for at this point. And I'm feeling like slightly better about that. So that, I think that's good. And we just have to wait, which, you know, I'm not good at. But again, I don't even have the words to say how thankful I am that I didn't have to make a decision when I got the first phone call, because that they said euthanasia is a very reasonable option at this point, and that it would be expensive if they had to put her on a ventilator. They were thinking she might have to go on a ventilator for some period of time, which hopefully now we don't have to do that. But I just really appreciate that because of you guys, I did not have to make that decision, and we get to give her a chance. And so far she's fighting, and hopefully she will continue to fight, but we won't know. It just has to be minute by minute, hour by hour. And I don't know when, you know, if there's even a usual timeline for this. I think in most cases when this happens, they die on the table, basically, or are euthanized right then and there. And so yeah, that's kind of what's happened. I'm trying not to look at chat because I'm trying to keep it together. Because, you know, I always come in here and read your messages, and then it makes me like cry. So I'm not doing it this time. I've got it together for the moment. I did apparently have some old tortillas in the microwave, and so when I microwaved Tinkerbell's warming disc, I incinerated tortillas, and the whole house, I smell, everything smells like burnt tortillas. um, so, um, and I was also worried about Stinky because it's the first time she's ever been alone for any like period of time. So, um, we have Snuggle Mom with heartbeat turned on and warming disc, and I've been like kind of carrying her around with me while she took her little nap. Um, but she did great for surgery. Her incision looks great, so she should be just fine. Yeah, so I am definitely not going to leave her alone in this room overnight because I think she would be sad and lonely. So I'll put the reruns on and keep her with me because it's possible that I need it more than she does. I don't know. She probably would be fine, but you know how she does get a little bit woeful when she's left behind in general. So anyway, we'll let the Orcuda handle her. So today started off better than yesterday because yesterday I was like in a state about just how our veterinary shortage is really challenging. Not just for us, it's super challenging for the vets. Like, I'm so grateful that we were able to have the right team with Pixie, and she's now getting like excellent care, and we're so lucky for that, and I don't want to take that for granted. Like, we used to just assume that would be the case, and we can't do that anymore. So anyway, yesterday we were really struggling with getting appointments, and the ringworm situation was complicating things, and then today we were able to get it sorted out so that we are able to get spays and neuters done. So we got 3 boys neutered today, which is amazing. And we have 2 girls going in tomorrow for spays, and then our other vet, Dr. Shamshire, is being really wonderful and has given us the whole day on Friday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, and they're going to do 6. They can do 6 surgeries in a day, up to 3 spays. So I was out. I trapped 2 more cats today, Vienna and, hold on, because I can't remember. Oh wait, there's an easier way to do this. Circe. You guys probably already knew that because you saw. But Vienna and Circe are in our custody, and both are kind of like really obese and waddling around, and they're 2 of the ones that look pregnant, but I'm hoping that maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just be fat. I don't know if that will be the case, but we are getting to, so Huntsville and Echelon are getting spayed tomorrow, and so that is excellent. Yes, Vienna sausage. That's exactly right. And then we got our first 3 blood types back. We're blood typing this whole colony just because we need more data about blood typing. And one of the 3 cats is type B. So we already know that. I was kind of curious if we were going to prove that our blood typing percentage was a fluke because we didn't have a big enough data set, or if, like, and these guys would all be type A, or if the trend would continue with this colony. And so 1 out of 3 cats are type B. We've only done 3. Not enough, again, to project anything, but it's just interesting that already we have a type B and we've only done 3 cats. So that's going to make for a lot of sleepless nights, I think. But as overwhelming as it seems at times, or it has felt at times to me anyway, especially this week and today, if we can get 10 cats spayed, 10 female cats spayed, that's 50 fewer kittens that are going to be born in April, March, April. And that's very significant. Even though it's not everything, it's still significant, and it's important to do that. And so we will have 5. We'll have 5 done by the end of next week, hopefully. And we have, and then we have Camden also in custody, who will be spayed and is not going to ever be pregnant. So that's 6. So we're gonna try to get see how many more appointments we can keep getting, and then we just are gonna try to do as many as we can before they are all pregnant. So yeah, so that's, do I have anything else to say? I don't know. It feels like today's been like such a whirlwind. Egan is doing really well. All 5 of the kittens are doing really well. Oh, that was a big sigh. They look very comfy now. Oh, dry coffee grounds to get rid of the tortilla smell. Oh, sorry. Whew. So anyway, I will keep you posted on Pixie. I'm assuming at this point that no news is good news. And if I get a phone call, I will be worried. I mean, I'll get one eventually, but I think she just needs time and monitoring, and they'll see what happens. But I have a tiny spark of hope now that I don't think I had after the initial phone call. So we just have to wait and see. And you are very cute. So I will put us back on reruns so that you don't have to stare at an empty room. And Stinky will have a long extended field trip. And I will let you know if I hear anything. I don't know if there will be an update. I'll probably call them later tonight if I don't hear from them. Yeah, so they don't know what caused it. It is definitely possible that it was an allergic reaction to something, medication, intubation, or just if her tissues are extremely sensitive and just being intubated was problematic, or what happened. We don't know that, and so it's a bit concerning. Well, it's very concerning, but they did do her spay because she was intubated and sedated and all of that. So she won't need that to be done, which I think is a good thing, because I don't know. Like, it's just, without knowing what happened, um, I think avoiding surgery in the future is probably going to be the game plan, um, because we don't want this to happen again. Um, so yeah, so we don't know. We don't know what caused it, but and there could be also some sort of abnormality, like in her throat or her trachea. We don't know. So, um, but the good news is that she's still fighting. They've made some progress, and she's getting very, very good care. And it's honestly, truly because of you guys that she is still alive. Because if I couldn't come to you and ask when we really need it, and see you come through the way that you have so many times, I don't I don't know that I would be able to make. I don't know. It just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to give every cat every possible chance, and so that's all on you guys, and I appreciate it. So before I start weeping on camera, I'm gonna pack up my kitten. We're gonna go hang out. I'm gonna try to get some more cats updated in the catalog, and so I think we're up to 62 or something. But I have many more that need to be updated. You look so comfy now, but I know that if I leave, you might get sad. Do you want this little snack? She's not been super interested in snacks yet. It is nice, though, if she will eat something. You'll feel better if you eat something. That's a good girl. Just a little. Yeah, just a few bites. She's not quite sure she wants to have snacks yet. Whoops, now I've made her messy. You want some? What if we put it on your paw? Whoops, that was bad. Bad aim. Thinking about it. There we go. Good job. She's grooming her snack. She's behaving with her incision, which is good. Do you want some kibbles? Oops. Kibbles are tasty too. That's pretty good. Now I've got food fingers again. You're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. Should we go back in your little... Oh, I have to sneeze. My goodness. Should we get you set up in your little mobile unit? This one needs to be warmed up again. But your disc is still nice and warm. Your tortilla disc. My little meatball. She sort of wants it, but she's sort of still a little bit high. We'll bring it with us, don't worry. Don't you worry. Thank you, mods. Also, yes, you guys are amazing and always here for all the... It's a roller coaster. You may have noticed being part of this is constant roller coaster. So much of a roller coaster. Let's put in here. Let's see. Are you getting up? Are you getting up? Want to get in your little unit? Good girl. She likes her snuggle mom. I have to close this. Oh, I have to close this. All right. Anyway, your head is back. She's definitely still out of it. But not in a bad way. Not in a way that we have to be concerned about. All right. Back to reruns of happier times. Thank you again, everybody, all of you. All right, here we go. Reruns.